and welcome to my channel again. This is just a quick update video really. Just to say that I went through that OCD inducing event the other day where the plumber came round to mend a minor leak in the bathroom, which was just a leaking sink. It wasn't the toilet as I first thought, it was actually just the sink was leaking slightly, but he fixed it, and he also put in some new taps in the kitchen. My grill was sorted because it had descended, so I couldn't use it because the screw had come loose. I don't know how it detached itself, but anyway, that's up and running again now, so I can use my grill. What else? Yeah, that was it really, I think. But oh yeah, and he serviced my boiler. But it was quite an OCD inducing thing because it's always is very OCD inducing for me. That was very OCD inducing because I had to be outside in the shed. I always wait outside in the shed while they're in. Doors have to be open, windows open. I have to come in wearing masks, which I provide. And then I have to wait like several hours before I feel safe to come back inside again with all the doors and windows open until I feel that any germs, potential, OCD contamination germs have dissipated. So then I come back in again. I still have to wear a mask, my respirator, FFP3, for quite some time afterwards in all the areas they've been in, because obviously I have to take it off, and I eat in my bed, and I have to eat in my bedroom because I don't feel I can take it off where they've been. So it's quite OCD inducing, quite very tiring. I couldn't do anything yesterday because I was just outside all the time most of the day. But I'm pleased it's all over now. It's all done and dusted. I survived. It was hard, but I managed. I got through it in the end. That book, by the way, that I mentioned last time, the Horse Name Now, really helped me because I had that in the shed and I was like reading it as a way of like reminding me of it'll all be over soon and I can deal with this sort of thing, sort of in a mindful way. I have got some more OCD inducing things coming up though, because I'm going to be getting a new bath and a new toilet and new taps in the bathroom, and also the floor will be grouted. And we're thinking, well, my dad said, we're thinking we'll get it done around sort of like late May, early June, during the light when it's lighter, because that will make it easier for me being outside and having to wait and everything, And also, a light needs to be fixed as well, and a fan. So the electrician will have to do that. The plumber, who's a good plumber that we've known for a long time, he said he can recommend some good electricians that he knows personally, that he's known for a long time, but do a good job. So that's good. It always makes me feel quite stressed, having anyone in the house and always worrying, will they do a good job, and then I get OCD around that. So yeah, that's very stressful. My dad suggested having the lights done, and because it's just one light in the kitchen, it isn't working. That's why we need the electrician in, and the fan in the kitchen as well, which also require the electrician to do that. But my dad suggested having it all done together, and at first I wasn't sure because I was like thinking that would be like more people in the house together. But then on reflection, I'm thinking that actually it might be better for me because it will get it all done at once instead of it being spread out. It might actually be better just to have it all done together, because then I don't have to worry about it and it's all done. So yeah, and then obviously for the bathroom, a person has to come in to measure it, before, so that's going to be an OCD event as well. But my dad's going to get someone who did a really, really, really good job for him some time ago that he was really pleased with. So at least I know that person did a good job for my dad, so they should do a good job for me. At least we have someone there that we know will do a good job. So that's reduces some of my anxiety a bit around that at least. And I really hope once that's done, I don't need to have anyone come in for a long time, because that is really so stressful with the OCD and everything. The bathroom one is going to be really stressful because that's going to take quite some hours. When my dad had his toilet replaced, it took 2 hours. But obviously I'm also having a bath done, so that could take about 5 hours. I don't know, and the taps don't take too long to do, so I'm guessing it'll be around 5 hours, approximately. But as I say, it's going to take them all day pretty much. I'm hoping they will start quite early because then they'll finish earlier. Not too early, but as early as possible really, because then they'll finish earlier, and then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, as the saying goes. But I'm so pleased that yesterday was over, because that was really, really stressful, and I was stressed. I was worrying about it for a good number of days beforehand. So Yeah, it's just difficult. I can get through it, but it's very hard. So that's that, and then the other thing really is I did a big clear out today, and I'm quite pleased about that. They need to be sent, all these books that are going to be sent to charity shops. I've just put them all in bags. My dad will obviously take them to charity shops, so I can't do that. He'll take them in his car. But I've basically done a big clear out. I've got rid of loads of books. I no longer read. Realistically, I'm not going to read again. If ever I want to read them again, I can always get them from the library. But realistically, they're just sitting there collecting dust. I'm not going to be touching or reading them. They don't bring me anything in life. So why hang on to them? So yes, so a big clear out. I've basically about 3 big bags of books. They're all going to be sent to charity shops. I feel quite good about that. There's still probably more books I need to get rid of as well. I'm going to do, but I think that's probably about, my dad's got his work cut out for him at the moment, so I don't want to. I'm going to wait for those to be sent to the charity shops first, and then I'm going to go through the books in my bedroom. There's probably quite, in the bookcase there, there's probably like quite a few books that are just collecting dust that I don't actually need anymore. So I'm going to see about getting rid of some of those as well. I'll have to put some more books out to be got rid of. So I actually quite enjoy getting rid of stuff. I'm not a hoarder, thank goodness, because people who hoard like literally can't get rid of stuff. I have loads of problems, but hoarding isn't one of them. I collect a lot of things because I am a collector, and I do. When I get really obsessed with something, I collect things, but I can get rid of them when they no longer have their function. I am pretty good at getting rid of stuff that I no longer need. We should just as well really out with the old, in with the new, because otherwise I won't have any. No, so yeah, I can get rid of stuff quite easily, but I can get rid of when I get into the when I get into what's the word I can't think of the right words right now. When I get down to it, I can get rid of stuff very easily. My issue is initiating that. So I'm always like, I need to get rid of all this stuff, but I just can't motivate myself to do it. I'm aware they need to be get rid of, but I just can't motivate myself until suddenly one day I'm like, right, I'm going to do it now. And then I suddenly get down to it, and then loads of stuff gets rid of. So I can do it. It just takes me quite a while. The last time I did a big clear out was about a year ago, when I got rid of loads of stuff. So I think, usually it's about once a year that I do a clear out. Which, like I say, is just as well because I do kind of. Although that's the other thing I wanted to mention. Actually, I'm going to move over to video number 2 now because there is something else I wanted to mention actually. So moving over to video number 2.